Hi, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video tutorial about how you too can be a social fundraiser for the Immigration Advice and Rights Centre this June 2019. Sabina and the team have created a campaign called Keep Migrant Women Safe from Family Violence, where they're looking to raise $50,000 to keep this program going. Let me show you what your role is. As a social fundraiser, your role is a simple and easy one. Hopefully it takes but a matter of minutes for you, but it will be an enormous effort to the Immigration Advice and Rights Centre. Part one of what you need to do is to create your own fundraising page. It takes 3 or 4 minutes, and I'm about to lead you through how that happens. Quite simple and straightforward. Part two is also quite straightforward, is where you need to then send out that link from that page that we've created out to your friends and family, either via email or text message, or maybe you can do it through your social media channels, in order to share and promote the fact that this campaign is on and that you're asking your family and friends to support something which is very dear to you. So what does it look like? This is Sabina's page. Sabina put this page up a week or so ago, and basically she's customized it to look like her and feel like her. She's got her own images, and you can see her own face there. She's chosen her own text that she's put in. She's set herself her own goal there on the top right-hand side. You can see she's set herself a marvellous target of $30,000. We're not asking the same of you, but $30,000, and she's nominated that it's going to end on the 30th of June. So she's got 27 days left to raise that amount of money. How do you create your version of this? Well, it's very straightforward. Let me quickly show you. So you would have been sent a link by Sabina that leads you to this page. This is the general cause page, and this is where the campaign is housed. Everybody who's creating a social fundraising page comes to here and clicks on Create Crowdraiser. And then, as you can see, it's a very simple 4-step process. The first thing to do is enter your email address. The second thing to do is then to create a page name, and we strongly encourage you that you put your name into that title, because it very much personalises it, as Sabina did, that this is actually something you are asking for. So I'm going to put in here Kathy's Hope for our newest women. That's going to be the name of my page, because I'm fundraising in order to support these women getting the advice that they desperately need. All funds raised on this page will be allocated against this cause, which has automatically already happened. So all funds coming in will not be going to you or anywhere else other than the Immigration Advice and Rights Centre Keep Migrant Women Safe from Family Violence campaign. I click Next. I'm going to be fundraising as an individual, and here the system's already given me default text. Now, this text is quite good, I don't mind it, but I actually want to personalise it a little bit so that my people who come to my page know that this is about me. And I can easily do that by, let's just do this. I'm raising fund at the Immigration Advice Centre because I'm inspired by the work. The difference they have made to the women and children who are new to Australia is simply extraordinary. Let me write something close. I can come back and edit this later once I've already verified my Crowdraiser. It's very easy for me to go back into the My Giving section and change this. But I'm going to go with this for now, just because that allows me to be swift in showing you what to do. But essentially you can see that you can change any of the text as you want. I'm going to leave defaulted on that I want to receive a donation report, which just means I get an email sent to me every morning about donations that have happened in the previous 24 hours. The closing date and time for my page, it's defaulted to the 3rd of December, and I don't want that. That's 6 months out. I want it to end on the 30th of June, because that's when Sabina's ending this campaign. And I do want that countdown to be displayed. I'm thinking, how much can I raise here? I'm thinking about $600. For me, simply because I think out of my network of friends, I could probably get on average about $80 donations from about 8 people. That's probably what I'm capable of doing at the minute. So that's what I'm going to put in. I click Next. The third page, which is actually quite straightforward, is to upload an image. Now, I'm going to use an image that was on Sabina's page because I really like it and I think it's beautiful. I think it shows the hope and optimism and the respectful relationships that many of the clients at the centre have. And I like that as my top banner image. And then it asks me to put a profile picture. And this is the only other mandatory image I need to put in. And I am going to put a photo in of my face, because it's really important to me that people come to the page and know that, yes, this is me. This is not somebody else's page. This is definitely my personal page, and I'm putting myself out there to ask for funds from my friends and family. I'm not going to put an additional image in, and I could put a video in, but at this point I'm not going to. I'm just going to click to next. What happens now is I get to view the what it's going to look like online, and that looks about right. I really like the way that that appears. I think if I sort of, yeah, I think that's marvelous. Okay, that's great. So I'm going to click submit. And now what's happened is the system has sent off an email to my email address that I've entered, and all I need to do is quite simply go there and click on the link to verify that, yes, that email address is correct, and therefore all communication and all control will occur on the system as per this email address here. So let me quickly go there, and hopefully if the system is doing what it should be, your CrowdRaiser is almost ready. There we go. You've almost finished setting up your CrowdRaiser. Verify your CrowdRaiser. Click on that link, and the system will ask me to come in and log in under that email address. So I will. And there we go. And lo and behold, there is my giving, and you will see that in here I actually have a list of the crowd raisers, and there's Kathy's Hope for the Newest Women. If I go now to the page, the Immigration Advice and Rights Centre, I do a quick search for there, you will see that quite literally in the last few minutes I have created a brand new crowd raiser. There it is, Kathy's Hope for Our Newest Women. That is live and that is done. That's a goal of $600, and I haven't got any donations in yet. So that's as simple as that is as simple as it takes to actually set up a page. So part 2 of what I need to do now is actually to consider how I'm going to send the link to that unique page out to all my friends and family. The first thing to note, and I think the most important thing, is it's actually quite straightforward. Fundraising for a social fundraiser such as you, who's created a crowd raiser page, is not a difficult task. All you need to do is to remember to make the ask. Basically, it's just putting the request out there, and you'll be amazed at how many friends and family step forward to support you. My plan when I'm thinking about how to go through my networks about who to ask and how often I'm going to contact them, it kind of comes down to something like this. I've broken all of my network into 4 different groups that I think might be relevant for this. So I'm going to speak to my Melbourne friends, I'm going to speak to the people at work, and including people I've worked with before. I'm also going to speak to people at my local sporting club, and I'm also, of course, going to ask my family. But I'm going to promote it also on Facebook each week once. So look at my, I'm going to start with my friends in Melbourne though, and I'm going to do 2 requests. I'm going to do one this week, the 3rd of June, and one next week, the 10th of June via email. And if I haven't reached my target, I am going to send everybody, as you can see, a email on the 30th of June, just before my fundraising page closes off. And I'm going to do that sequentially, and I'm going to stick to this plan, basically asking the people I think most likely to donate in the beginning, at the beginning of June, and then those who are less likely to donate, can't ask them a little bit later, because realistically what's probably going to happen is they will donate if they think that this campaign is going to succeed. They'll see the enthusiasm of others and therefore join in. So I'm going to sort of strategically play it that I do the most enthusiastic first through to the least enthusiastic. And realistically, it's going to look, this is about as complicated and it's probably about as much time you'll need to spend in being a social fundraiser is crafting this email that you're going to send. So realistically, I'm putting out there to Sally, my friend, that this is my story. This is why I want to be doing this. I'm raising funds because I care, and nothing stirs my heart more. As you can see, I give a little bit of personal experience for myself. I've created a bit of a story in this email to go out. Then I use the text that I've received and what I know about the organisation, and just to state exactly what they do and why these donations are so valuable. And then the third and last thing and part of the email is the call to action. As you would expect, I've hyperlinked underneath that click here to go straight back to my page, where hopefully my friends and family will donate and help me reach that target of $600 before the 30th of June. And that's it. That's as simple as it is. It's a 2-part process, very straightforward. I hope this tutorial was useful in showing you the process you need to pursue. Good luck, and I hope you enjoy it. Take care.